Good morning, everybody. Ohayo gozaimasu. I just woke up. It's around 7 a.m. now. I woke up about 15 minutes ago. I opened the windows and it's a little overcast today, but still very beautiful. It's not gonna rain, so I'm happy about that. So I can take my long walk after the live stream we do today. And yeah, I just finished making some simple breakfast. I boiled some water for my green tea. Today I'm having Ippodo's tea. This is a lighter colored, lighter flavored tea that's perfect for the mornings or when I'm in the mood for a lighter type of green tea. And I'm having some Armenian granola with some yogurt. Also zunda mochi from Yamagata. And some amaou strawberries. Yeah, I splurged just a little bit on my strawberries today. So for the longest time, my favorite tea was from this particular shop called Ippodo. And they make great teas. They are based in Uji, Kyoto. But recently I've been really into this other brand called Fukujuen, which I showed you and talked about a little bit on my other breakfast video. And Justin just woke up as well. Good morning, Justin. Well, anyway, ohayo gozaimasu and itadakimasu. That's nice. That's nice. Although I do prefer the other one. I do prefer the Fukujuen ocha. I would like to start off with these amaou strawberries. Are they beautiful? I'm gonna have 3 pieces because once again they were not cheap. They aren't the most expensive either because our strawberries can go, you know, way up to $100 for this one little pack. But you know, usually the expensive ones are used for gift giving, not personal consumption, unless you're like really rich. Then I'm like totally jealous of you. The ones that the commoners eat, like people like me, are between 390 yen, 398 yen for the same size little pack, and it goes up to like maybe 900 yen, maybe 1000 something yen for like the best strawberries, well, that they sell at the supermarket. But this particular one, they don't get any lower than this price. This was 699 yen, a little more with the tax. Now they say it's sweeter if you eat it from the fat end. So I take off the stem first, the leaf part. Amazuppai. Mizumizushi. Went down the wrong pipe. The more expensive the strawberry does not necessarily mean it's the sweetest. Like for example, this particular amaou that I'm eating right now, it's sweet enough. It also has, you know, that pleasant tartness. It's very well balanced. But if you're looking for a sweeter strawberry with less tartness, you might want to go for some other strawberry brands. Okay, let's try it again. That's good. It's so juicy. There's so much water content in these strawberries. I notice, I don't know, strawberries might be different in your country, but at least the ones that I had in Hawaii, I remember the strawberries, even if I bought the most expensive ones, they were never juicy. Yeah, they never had much water content, and a lot of times they didn't really have much taste either, and they were just sour. Next, I like to have a bite of my yogurt with the granola, the Armenian granola. This particular yogurt, I've tried for the first time. I'm not like a huge fan of it. It's Japanese yogurt. Japanese yogurt's pretty good actually, but this particular brand, it was on sale. Not very cheap or anything. So I figured because it wasn't cheap to begin with, it would be like really fantastic. But I don't know, it tastes a little bit like vanilla and it doesn't have that sourness that usually yogurt has. I mean, it does, but just a little bit though. But I do love this Armenian granola. There's no sugar added. So all you taste are the ingredients inside, like the grains and the fruits and the seeds. It tastes so good. I don't know, man, so good. Finally, I'm gonna have a bite of my zunda mochi. Zunda mochi is a specialty in the northern part of Japan. Not all the way up to Hokkaido, but like Akita and Yamagata. And zunda is made with soybeans, I believe. It's like smashed up. And usually here in Tokyo they use azuki. But in places like Yamagata, they do have azuki versions as well, but they're more famous for their zunda. Itadakimasu. Haven't had zunda mochi in ages. Has such a different flavor from azuki. Like, Satoshi actually doesn't like azuki, but he loves zunda. So if you don't like azuki, you might like zunda. Satoshi and I, we went for another long walk. Satoshi now walks with me, go on my long walks 3 times a week. Well, I do it every day because I promised myself I would. And it's been, I guess, about 12 days now. So yesterday we decided to walk all the way down to Shimokitazawa. It was pretty far, but you know, it's not too bad. I'm getting used to it. And it's so interesting walking to these places instead of taking the train, because you get to discover everything in between, which you usually miss if you're on the train or in the car or on the bus. So it was very interesting. I have so much fun, like checking out the houses and the little apartments. Yeah, I just imagine myself, you know, what will my life be like if I lived in this area, if I lived in this house, if I had to walk up the steep staircase. And all the times when I'm on, and when I'm on these long walks alone, it gives me a chance to think, and it's almost like meditation in a bit. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. You know, yesterday I was taking Justin for a walk and I passed by this particular tree. It's a cherry blossom tree, sakura tree. And of course, the sakura is not in bloom yet. But it kind of took me back to less than a year ago, when the pandemic sort of just started and we went under the state of emergency. And then the reason why that tree is so special, and I will definitely show you that tree once the sakura blooms, is because it was when I was very sad and confused and anxious about the future and the current situation. And I was, I guess all these thoughts were in my mind at that time. You know, not being able to see my mom, my mother not being able to visit me, what my friends in New York and Italy were experiencing, and all that. And it just seemed like a really terrible nightmare. I remember walking past that tree, and the tree started to bloom with sakura blossoms. And it wasn't full bloom yet. It was just like, you know, some flower petals here and there. And it was just so beautiful. I was overwhelmed with the beauty of those flowers, and I felt a sense of gratitude because I was with Justin, my dog that I love dearly, and I was breathing in the fresh spring air, looking at the sakura blossoms, and thought to myself, how lucky I am. Yeah, how lucky I am and how full of gratitude I am for just being alive, and being able to take walks around the neighborhood with my dog, and how wonderful that simple thing is. And so from that day forward, I told myself that I will never forget this feeling, because I had somehow forgotten to stop and smell the roses along the way, especially that particular year, you know, because I was just churning out the videos and really working hard. And I somehow forgot to stop and notice the small little things in life. And you know, I've always been the type of person to notice these things. I remember walking on a random street in Tokyo with my mother, and my mother pointed out the fact that I noticed these small little things, like a little flower that had bloomed, or a little cute plant I see on the sidewalk, or whatever. And she told me that that was a very good thing, and it was just something that came normal to me, and so I didn't really think too much of it until I saw that sakura tree last year, because I realized that I had forgotten to do that for about a year, and how important it is. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the blossoms on that tree again this year. Even right now, you know, I'm having this amazing breakfast, drinking tea. By the way, this is my ritual in the morning. I don't have breakfast every day, like I mentioned before, but I do make it a point to sit in my living room. And I think I mentioned this before as well, but I don't really like watching television. I don't like sound in the room. I like peace and quiet, because it's the only way I can gather my thoughts and really be in the now, really experience life without drowning it out with noise. So this is an important time for me during the day, and to start off my day right and on a positive note. So I drink my tea, and I eat, you know, good breakfast. I'll splurge on some expensive fruits, but I don't need that much. I just need a couple of pieces, and that makes me very happy. And I think this morning ritual of my tea drinking, whether that includes breakfast or not, is a sort of meditation for me, and it really allows me to, and it really helps me focus on living life. Wow, I got so deep this morning, didn't I? Anyway, I apologize if that's not what you were expecting. Thank you for spending your precious time with me again this morning. I will see you on my next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.